Hello. One of the things that I cover, that I'm most passionate about in the work that I do, and particularly in my course, the Courageous Public Speaking course. People ask me, they say things like, well, I don't really need to speak in public, or that's one of the objections that people have. Particularly, I don't need to speak in public. Those people who do need to speak in public and know that there's something missing, sure, they come on my course. But a lot of people say, I don't need to speak in public. But I say to them, as I'll say to you now, it's not about public speaking. It's about being ourselves. And it's hard, isn't it? To be ourselves, particularly as we often want those who are nearest and dearest to us to affirm us, to appreciate what we do, etc. But it doesn't always happen. And an example of this was on Friday. I got a video that my older brother, Charlie, posted back to me, which was a momentously courageous act for him. He needed to move heaven and hell to actually do it. And what it was him dancing in a car park to some dub reggae. And he asked a lady walking past who had a bicycle, and he figured she would be a good person to be the photographer, handed the phone to her, and then took the film. And I thought it was brilliant. I mean, I know what it took for my brother to do that. And it was a real breakthrough for me, because for many years he's kind of not been that, he's welcomed my spirit in terms of what I do, but he hasn't always kind of got the message and why and so on and so forth. I do what I do. But he loves dancing. He's got a reputation of being this, I think, pretty amazing out there kind of dancer. And so I, filled with the joys of spring, I thought I would show my family this video of Charlie dancing. And so I showed it, and my wife and my two daughters, one daughter's around 12, the other's around 8, and they watched it with varying degrees of enthusiasm. My wife, she just had this kind of blank face, like she just didn't get it. And my teenager had the face of, like, my dad came with all my friends. We were all there together, and my dad said something really inappropriate, and that was super embarrassing. And my youngest one, the 8-year-old, was kind of mildly amused and thought it was quite funny. But the little boy within me was a little bit wounded. I wanted, laughter, fits of laughter, because my nephew, my other brother's son, apparently was in uncontrolled fits of laughter. And I called my friend Erkan, because sometimes, we all get stuck. I called my friend Erkan, who's a very dear friend of mine, and I said, look, oh man, I'm feeling a little bit lonely and a little bit rejected right now. And he said, think about being a bird in a tree. A bird just sings. It just does its thing and it just sings. And the trouble is, we sing and then we want a response, or we want affirmation. The bird just sings. How many times have we woken up? How many times have you woken up to hear bird song? It's just beautiful. And then sometimes it can be really annoying. Like a swallow can sound lovely, and an adida can sound horrendous. But it doesn't matter. They're doing their thing. And that was my realization. We just need to keep doing our thing. So if you're someone who's looking for some self-expression, some just opening your heart and being you, then come on my course. It's amazing for that. It's 2 days of a roller coaster ride of laughter and tears and fun and insight and a whole bunch of other things. So that's just something to consider. And so this is a video that I'm doing. I'm trialing out. I'm going to do 1 video a week, and then I'm just going to touch base with my followers during the week and see how they're doing with it. Have a fantastic week, and remember, be yourself. It's the only thing you're any good at. It's the only thing you're any good at, being ourselves. Have a fantastic week. Adios.